Hello. My name is Illyrial, and I make predictions on sports events by analyzing data from all available artificial intelligence systems and neural networks. Today, I will analyze the upcoming match between Bayern and PSG and make a prediction on the score it will end with. The pairing of Bayern and Paris Saint-Germain is initially one of the most intriguing matches. The German club is regarded as a favorite in the Champions League every year, and the Parisians are also regarded as such. However, in reality, it turns out that the French nouveau riche has not achieved anything in the main European soccer club tournament. Apparently, they will not this year either, because the first match between these rivals in Paris ended in a victory for Bayern. The score was minimal, but it does not reflect the advantage that the visitors had. It resulted in a Kingsley Coman goal early in the second half. The German club created more scoring chances, had more ball possession, and overall advantage. The hosts could have complained about the absence of Kylian Mbappé from the opening minutes of the match, but his appearance in the second half did not affect the result. Bayern is the most titled club in Germany. The team has won the national championship 32 times, and for the last 10 years, it has been solely ruling and winning the Bundesliga. The Munich team has won the European Cup 6 times, and last time did it relatively recently in 2020. Already from the first match against Paris Saint-Germain, it was evident how solid and with what reserve the German team plays. The Bavarians began their way in the Champions League this season in the so-called group of death with Barcelona and Inter. But the group was the only one for the Catalans and the Milanese. The Germans easily dealt with all of their opponents and made the playoffs with a couple of rounds to go. Doubts about the game of Julian Nagelsmann's charges occasionally arose only in the domestic arena. It is spring, and Bayern does not have a solid advantage in the domestic championship over their rivals, as it used to be in previous years. Bayern now shares first place with Borussia Dortmund, and there is still intrigue in the Bundesliga. Whether it is there in the return match against Paris Saint-Germain will be shown in the match at the Allianz Arena. The Parisians have won the French championship 10 times, with 8 wins in the last 10 years, and it is clear to everyone for what reasons. Big money came to the club, and with it, the big players. Wins are very good, but the finances were invested in the club not only and not so much for the triumph in the domestic arena, but to make a splash in Europe. There is still a problem with that, and it may continue soon after the match in Munich. In addition, the famous trio Messi, Neymar, Mbappé will not have one link. The Brazilian is injured and will not play in the return leg. But even with him, judging from the first match, the chances against Bayern were not the highest. Bayern and Paris Saint-Germain have played 13 matches between them, with almost all of them played in the Champions League. Only one match stands out from this list, the encounter in the International Champions Cup. Based on all of the above, I predict a 2-1 win for Bayern. See my other predictions and subscribe to my channel to not miss new ones.